getting comfortable into your posture, whether you're wanting to sit or lie down. Now, an integral part of this practice is no expectations, always being kind, and repetition. And so we're going to bring these sort of, I guess, 3 wonderful foundations for your meditation through this and forever. You know, the less we drag expectations into our practice, you know, the hope that I'll get better, I hope that I'll be stress-free, I hope all these things will happen naturally. You don't need to set all these expectations in your mind where you're going to be searching for them throughout. This is just practicing holding attention. Okay, so no expectation, always with kindness. You know, the number one antidote to anxiety and stress is compassion. You know, so how we speak to ourselves, how we treat ourselves, how we manage ourselves in those times of anxiety and stress and frustration, it makes a big difference to us. You know, it makes a massive difference to us, and this is what the science points to. You know, how we treat ourselves in those times make a massive difference to our mental health and our well-being. And through this breathing practice, just giving it a go. Don't worry about failure at it. Don't worry about busy mind today. Carry no extra weight. All we're doing is practicing holding attention without any expectation. And it's okay to be terrible at it. You're just going to do your best. And so let's bring some attention into the body, this idea of embodiment, so feeling into your posture. So feeling the legs underneath you if you're sitting, if you're lying down, maybe your head on the pillow, the warmth of your hands if they're together. Now what we call the more physical sensations, these things that are readily available to us as we begin to turn our attention inwards. And we're just holding some of that attention in these physical sensations. And that's, you know, you might hear the term awareness. You might hear the term concentration. And that's all we're trying to do, is just harness some of this awareness, harness some of this concentration in the way we would like to. And let's hold that attention just on some physical sensations, anything that you can feel. Hands, feet, head, weight, pressure, warmth, coolness. Anything you can feel. And then gently bringing some of that attention to your breath. You know, in the same way that you felt those physical sensations, we can notice breath, or notice the process of breathing in the same way. We aren't trying to control our breath. We're not trying to change our breath. We're just noticing sensations held within the movement of breath. And in particular, a great place to hold attention is just at the nose. So that sort of nose, upper lip area, and we're just feeling this flow into and out through the nostrils at our nose, or on the upper lip. And what we do, we just work one breath at a time. By one breath at a time, it just means we're not expecting the next breath or holding on to the last breath and how that was. We just hold attention to this constantly changing, this constant rise and fall of breath. Doesn't matter what the last one was like. Doesn't matter what the next one could be like. We're just watching the movement, watching the flow. And I'm going to go a little quiet. And all I want you to do, I just want you to do your best, holding attention on the movement of breath, the sensations that come from that movement. Even if it's not at the nose, even if it's in the stomach, the shoulders, wherever it is. And just noticing the movement of breath. Now, what often happens in periods of silence like that is the mind does its thing. It thinks. It loves distraction. And maybe you didn't get distracted during that part, and that's wonderful too, but in general, we'll be away thinking about work, food, relationships, often sometimes complete fantasies. And it's not that any of those things are bad. That's just the way we've trained our mind, that when we have a place of stillness, we get distracted by everything else going on. And so what we begin to learn to do is follow a very simple process. We're not trying to stop thinking. All we're trying to do is notice when we're distracted by thinking. And learn how to not just hold attention in our thoughts, but on the breath or the body. And so what we're going to do just for the next few minutes is just rest and relax as best as you can do. Hold attention to your breath, so just watching the movements, watching these constantly changing sensations within your awareness. And then notice when you get distracted. Notice when all of a sudden you're away thinking about something else, and without knowing whether it's good or bad, pass or fail, more important, less important, remove all of these thoughts. And just recognize you've been distracted by something, and consciously coming back and holding attention back to your breath again. And I want you to do this over and over, as many times as you can. You're just going to relax and hold attention to the sensations of your breath, in particular at the nose. And then watch when you get distracted by anything in particular, and gently come back to the breath. Now, no point being frustrated by anything, no point putting yourself down about it. Failure is excellent at this. And especially if you're a beginner, remember that. This is just practice. Just practice. And again, I'm going to go quiet and just practice. Rest, watch breath, notice distraction, and gently guide that attention back to your breath again. Enjoy. it doesn't matter how busy your mind is right now. It doesn't matter how many times you fail at holding attention. That's why we're here. This is why we're practicing. To get better at holding attention where we want it to. Like it was wonderfully discussed earlier, this idea of lack of control. We're just controlling the wrong thing. And then actually we can show ourselves that we can hold attention with practice, with repetition. And that's all we're doing at the moment. Resting, watching the breath, noticing distraction, and coming back to the breath with kindness, with nurturing. Enjoy. And then for the last part of this practice, as you breathe in your thoughts, or you can say it aloud if you want to, it's up to you. But as you breathe in, just saying the word calm. So you're going to breathe in, and in your thoughts, just say the word calm. As you breathe out, I just want you to imagine that calmness can rest in the body, and just feel yourself just let go a little bit more. And I want you just to continue to repeat this over and over. You're going to breathe in, still trying to feel the sensations of breaths. So breathing in and noticing sensations and just saying calm. And then breathe out and just soften a little. Again, it doesn't need to be perfect, you're just doing your best. But just repeating that, breathing in, noticing sensations and calm, breathing out and resting. And then as we're still saying calm and resting, just beginning to open your eyes. So you're opening your eyes, and as you're opening your eyes, still saying calm and rest, still feeling the sensations of your breath. You're breathing in and noticing sensations and just saying calm. And as you breathe out, that letting go, and breathing out and relaxing. And just doing that for a few more breaths, just breathing in and saying calm, breathing out, relaxing. And obviously take that with you into the rest of your day. At any point you can just bring and hold a little bit of attention to your breath and just calm and rest.